All right, good morning and thank you for joining us on the Thursday edition of TVC Breakfast. I'm Veronica Dan Ikboy. I'm not here alone. I have Mike Okwache in the studio.
Good morning,
Mike.
Hey, well, good to be here again. It's another day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about developments with regards to the price hike in fuel. And just yesterday, we got a statement coming out of the Colleges of Education Academic Staff Union. That's the umbrella body for lecturers in colleges of education in the country. And the union's national president, in the person of Dr. Smart Ulugbeko, has said that they are going to reduce the number of working days for members of the union to 2 because of the challenges they have faced with fueling their vehicles and finding themselves coming to the office to work, and that, yes, this is a measure they had to take to cushion the effect of the price hike as well as the fuel subsidy removal. And then he said that they were going to hold an emergency National Executive Council meeting to finalize this conversation and make it formal.
Yeah, the point there is we were not surprised, or I wasn't, when I saw that report come out. But the point there is companies, organizations, individuals making adjustments, there's nothing wrong in that. Because since COVID, we have learned now how to work remotely, where we don't all have to be at the office to get our works done, except for some very essential aspect of work where, you know...
For instance, we can't work from home.
We can work from home. If we have to work from home, it's going
Measures
to require
have to be put in
a lot
place.
of logistical, you know, moving equipment to your house, you know, and all of that. And we saw how some media stations did that internationally during the COVID.
Yeah.
But at this point now, companies, of course, institutions have to look for ways of adjusting to fit into the realities of things. I recall that as an associate lecturer, during the COVID, I conducted virtual lecture for my students. So there's nothing wrong in making adjustments. And as it is, recall that the president has said there were going to be hard decisions that they will be taking. These are the impacts of it. Of course, no one is going to say that an average Nigerian is finding it easy. It is not easy at all. But is it for the better good? If we have to give the government the benefit of the doubt as to, okay, let us see how this turns out, then maybe this is the opportunity to say, okay, well, we all wanted this subsidy to be removed. Now it has been removed. We're feeling the impact, but can we endure until
something is done?
Something is done, and can government speed up the issue of palliatives so that Nigerians can, you know, have some cushioning impacts from the removal of subsidy until things normalize. So that's the thing. So the point there is that we even expect more, even in the civil service, state governments are also coming up with different strategies.
Absolutely.
Reducing the number of days
Recall
that civil servants have to work.
Kwara State had even started that, and we saw Edo State as well. And some of these states decided to increase salaries of their workers. And some even went ahead to provide buses, transportation services for their workers. And then we also saw that some of them were saying they were going to look into the matters of virtual classrooms for students. But how that will ensure that everybody is captured and none is left behind, everybody benefits from every measure being taken by each state government is critical, such that some persons do not feel left behind. We've seen conversations from persons with disabilities saying that they are being left behind in certain decisions, which is critical.
Really critical.
Yes, and so we hope that as state governments, unions are looking at measures to cushion the effect, that they look at some critical areas, like persons living with disabilities, some other persons, women,
girls.
Yes, and every sector of the society are captured in whatever decision that they are taking.
Yeah, and in fact, when it comes to this, I believe that it rests more with state governments than the federal government.
Who are closer to the people.
Closer to the people. Yeah. Now, the measure will be, okay, federal government, state government, how do we come together so we can partner for, you know, towards ensuring that every average Nigerian citizen benefits from this. Because if the federal government is going to work for its own people, or people who are under the payroll of the federal government, they are just, it's just a little percentage of the entire workforce in the country.
Absolutely.
So the point there is that it rests with state governments, what they are going to do. That's why state governments are coming up with different kind of measures and so on. Now, the federal government now will support the state governments and even local government, to cascade it down to that level. Because a Nigerian is a Nigerian. The local government, everybody is resident in one local government.
Everybody is feeling the impact.
Everybody is resident in one state government or the other. And then the federal government is for all of us.
Yes.
So the issue there is that they have to just speed it up. And also, as they're doing it, keep it transparent, keep it open.
Communicate with the people. That is critical.
So these are some of the strategies they have to do differently from what they used to do in the past and so on, where it looks like
government is doing its own thing, and the people are here not understanding what government is doing.
Companies were doing their own thing. Of course, when it comes to private sector, they have always been, or most of the times, been more effective because it's value for money based activity than the federal government or government, where it looks like, okay, government just is for everybody, it's welfare. So the moment the welfare goes out, if it comes to you, fine. If it doesn't come to you, but the register, the record is that we have given so much as the case may be. In private sectors, if I'm going to give 10,000 naira, of course, I know that this 10,000 naira went to this person or went to, because you're going to bring back reports. So that's what we expect that the government should do. State, local government, federal government work together.
Unions.
Speed up. Unions, engage all of them, work together. And even, it is not wrong. We have seen during the COVID, private companies or private sector coming to assist government with palliatives. And we saw
that during the COVID,
exactly.
yes.
So this could also be another opportunity, for private sectors who have wherewithal, companies and institutions, international organizations coming together to say, okay, government, this is your plan. We have this to support you. State government, this is your plan. We have this to support you here and there. So we certainly will see all of this, but boiling down to the main point, this is the time to make adjustments here and there. We're going to see more of it. Absolutely.
And we hope that more states will join in ensuring that they cushion the effect for their people and not leave everything for the government alone to handle. Right